Cool. We're live, I think.
Perfect.
Okay, so last week I failed to stream this successfully. So let's see how we go this week. I'm going to convert my little mini Feathers and Vue chat app into hopefully Vue 3, because I did not do that successfully last week either. So looking at the RFC for Vue 3, it looks like we can add this. I'm going to set up 2 of these, and then I'm going to start the Feathers server. Feathers chat. I think we have a run dev. Cool. And then Feathers chat app, and we can. Damn it! What is this start script? Oh, serve.
I have to say the cool thing is I can actually see your terminal as well, or the VS
Oh, can
terminal. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I should be worried about that or
not. I'll behave. Don't worry. And I can also access to your local hosting, so that's quite cool.
Oh, is it piping my local host down to you? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, I'm going to.
So I tried to send something.
Oh god. So
I'm not sure.
Getting module error. Let's expand that a little bit. Export default insert script. Okay, cool. So this is because I haven't switched everything over. I'm going to. Warning. So the stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended rate. I don't know if that's going to impact anything.
That one you should be able to change when you are streaming, so you might be able to do that now, if you want to. That is, yeah.
Where would I do that? In OBS or in?
On OBS settings, yeah, and then on the streaming.
See if that makes any difference. Okay, right. Let's carry on.
The good news is, yeah, YouTube seems to be behaving today.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes. I mean, it lasted all of 5 minutes
4
last
minutes.
time. So yeah,
Or 5
let's see if we
minutes,
can get further than that. I'm going to convert these to imports the slow way, because just these 2.
Oh, so we are not handling anything yet, right? That's why my message didn't go through.
The server should be up. Yeah, you should be able to message it. So how do you access? I'm curious about how it works for you through this. I've not actually used this live share and.
VS Code asked me if I wanted to access the thing on localhost 8080.
Oh, okay.
And I said yes. I tried to send a message, but it's not really working at the moment.
So 8080 is the web one, 3030 is the API. So I guess. So can you see the actual UI then? Although that's.
I'm not sure if I can go to the 30. No, okay. I can only go to the other one. Yeah, that's the Vue app. That's why. I understand now.
Actually, how do you? I think we need some like reactives. Is the new. Let me find this out. Functional. Composition API. Yeah, so we need to import reactive. Kind of just doing like winging this basically. So
I mean, that's what I usually do anyway.
well, now I'm getting a stream status of poor. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. The streaming isn't going too well. Stream status is poor. I don't know whether it's still live or not. I don't know.
Well, my thing is a little bit behind.
So let's export some data.
I think we are back to the 4 minutes, maybe. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's why.
Or this could be ref. I'm not sure what the difference is between these two. Let's have a look. So reactive is a function. Which one is ref then?
But I'm not sure if you are live then.
Let's put them all on here. Oh. Well,
just because if I go to your YouTube channel, it doesn't show that you're live.
An error. Current keyframes are not being sent often enough.
Ah, weird.
How do I resolve that? Can I resolve that while I'm on here?
Keyframes. So on output, if you're in advanced, you have CBR or something like that, or no? We changed that, didn't we?
So I've got a keyframe interval, which is 0, which is auto. I don't know what that should be.
Did they say it should be 4?
So
try to put 4.
It says 4 or less.
4 or less. All right. So try 2. Just because on Twitch they recommend 2, so I don't know.
Okay. So apparently drop frames are 44%.
Wow. Okay.
According to OBS, and I don't know what the bottom right square is, but that says KBS
and what's
164, so that's pretty rubbish.
What's your bit rate?
I set that to 4,500.
Okay. Try to put it down to 2.5, so 2,500.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to try to stop recording, just in case the reason why you're dropping frames so much is because of the CPU bottleneck. Although, like I said last time, your CPU is way better than mine, so I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check what that is in my activity monitor. So, yeah, OBS is 171% of my CPU right now.
All right, so that's why. Yeah, you might have to just stream or record, because then you're doing the two things at the same time.
Yeah. Damn. So my stream status has switched back to good. I don't know.
Yep.
Whether that means it's live or not, I don't know.
Did you stop recording?
No, I'm going to keep it because I can't guarantee that the stream will continue.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, we'll keep going. I can just upload this afterwards.
That's right. Yep. But I think that's the reason why. It's probably because it's doing the two things at the same time, so it's getting a bit...
yeah, that's a shame.
Don't even know how to say it, but just...
Getting its knickers in a twist.
Too many things, yeah.
Right, let's see how much of this I can convert and work into the new format. Oh, too many of those. Guess we probably don't need a create. I guess we can just do it in here. Probably want this after this. Let's move that up.
So then this reactive thing is basically a state, right?
I think so.
Looks like it, at least from React perspective.
See. So, okay. Can I use await outside a function? Okay. Oh. Ref is defined but never used. Yeah, oh yeah. What did I do that for? Well, that compiled. I don't know what it looks like.
I think
Nothing.
sometimes my VS Code takes a while to get the changes, so maybe that's why. Weird.
State.messages, state.main. Oh, that worked. Send a message. Matt, testing, view 3. Cannot read message or undefined. Okay. Oh. It's not the list message anymore. It'll be state.message. State. I think that's right. Okay. Testing view 3. Oh. Magic. Oh. Move that over and get rid of that. We should see another message. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, my one is not working though.
What, your local hosting?
Yeah, I think it's just because, I don't know.
Yes.
So maybe I can only monitor things. I can't really send anything through that. I'm not sure how that works with VS
So
Code.
can you go to this site? Like is it forwarding 8080 to you?
8080, yeah.
I don't really. So we've got like VS Code, live share, forwarding. The host's collaboration sessions, connection mode. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that, honestly.
That's all right. Although if we are getting that database, at least what you're sending, it should appear somewhere.
Yeah, what I'll do, I'm gonna open a incognito and we'll just make sure that the live stuff is working. Incog, that's where I failed to spell. Oh, yeah, cool. I'm on the other side. That's cool. Well, that was a bit easier to convert than I expected. Probably not doing the setup stuff correctly, but it'd be interesting to find out how. If I move that over, so that's set up. How do I? Oh, I do have a setup. Setup is exported as a named export, so it can be import and tested. Huh. Let's try that.
Oh, I know why it's failed. And why I can't connect to you.
Why is that?
It's just a socket issue. Because I can't connect to your IP address, that's why.
Oh, well, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. It also makes sense why I can't get the thing, so yeah. At least it's not a live share issue. Don't you need to do a wait setup if you are doing async function?
And if I wanna, like, it'll be a promise out here, so I could dot then on it, but there's nothing coming back from it, so it's just going to run it, and then that will happen in its own time.
Won't this return a? Oh no, it won't. Never mind.
So
I always get confused when you use a wait and then use a then. I always get confused with the two things. That's why.
Yeah.
So I thought that data would become a promise, but you're waiting that so then it gets resolved. So yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, and then we just add it back into that.
Yeah.
Setup arguments can be specified as the value of the setup attribute. Oh, I don't need to omit anything. I don't think we need that. I think that's fine. Hopefully, maybe someone can point out how wrong that is. I'm not sure.
I wish I could help you, but my knowledge in Vue, it's non-existent at the moment.
What do you know about Vue? What would you like to know about Vue? Let's do some Vue stuff.
See, because so what I know about Vue, it's very basic because I did maybe a week when I was working on a project last year, so it's very dated.
Okay.
So I think I need to sit down and actually just look at it properly. I mean, I understand what's happening here. It just looks a little bit different than what I'm used to, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite elegant, I think, at times. How can we jazz this up? Shall we? What about having? Where is it? I've lost the window now. So we've got real time, we've got messages.
So what did we say we would do last week? I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't even go back and check either. I think we were going to look at login.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Maybe we can do a login and lock it down. So let's have a quick look what we have configured in the back end.
So we'll have to do
create that.
Oh, you're running the Feathers backend and then the Vue frontend, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll need to add some authentication hooks.
There is already some routes set up.
For what?
For authentication. I mean,
Yeah, so there's a user's route for like registration, and then there's the default authentication that I set up. This does JWT and local. So if we set these to JWT, we'll do it for all of them. In fact, why don't I just add it to all of them? That makes more sense. And this will mean if we reload, well, A, we don't see anything, and then we see the not authenticated error. Cool. So, and then we'll need to change how we emit the data. So we only want to, yeah, this will be interesting. Who do we publish? I guess we'd want like channels or groups. Or we just emit to anybody that's, maybe just anybody that's authenticated for now. We'll get all the messages. That'll be the easiest. And then we can refine it later.
Yeah, baby steps.
So then we need like a register and login page. So let's create, well, then we need to add some routing. I haven't done this in a while. I've used Nuxt for most of my routing, so manually setting up that. This could be fun.
Is this using Express?
No, this is for in the view. So all the routing and the backend's all sorted. It's now how I add it manually. Where is to define? So an API allows adding and removing root records while the router is working. Is that what I want? Probably isn't what I want. I just want to set up v3 composition router. Let's add router.js, and I really cannot remember how to do routing in Vue. Documentation, get started. Where does, do we have Vue router? Do I need to install it? Chat, Vue CLI. No, so I need to install Vue router next.
I found the router.vue.js. Do a new Vue router, and then get the routes, and that's a list, and then you can add the thing. Do you want me to send you the page?
They've got a at next one, so I'm going to try that one out and see how much I can mess that up. Yeah, okay, cool. Router view. So import view router from view router. Export const router view or create. Yeah, cool. Roots. There's an array, and that we're going to set up. That one is going to be. I'm going to need to import all the components. Well, we haven't got. So let's have a folder for pages, and we'll have a messages, I guess. Oh. Oh, that didn't work.
Don't you need to do a new view router first?
Not according
I think
to
I might be looking
these.
at.
Yeah, I'll
think-
send you the link to these ones.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at the older version.
The chat. There we go. So these are at next ones. We'll see how much of this I'm getting right or not. So let's import messages from pages. Messages. Component. Messages. And then we'll want path login. We'll do that one first. Create another one of these. Login. Messages page. And then a login.view. Login. And then get in the main, we will want to import router from router, and then into app.use router. I think that's right. What errors do I have here? Export default imported as view router. Huh? Oh. Oh, default. So not that. Oh. We'll just export default. What?
Saying cannot read property create router of undefined.
Yeah, I'm saying export default was imported as view router, was not found in view router. So what is what is it imported as? Where is the router? Create router. Interesting. let's go find the GitHub for it. View router. What one did I just install? So, 4. Where is that then? Well, it is not there. Oh, view router next. Okay. Let's have a quick look. Add it to an existing project. Please consult the migration. Oh, so it's create router. Create router. And then we don't need that. Okay, that worked.
Fair enough.
But I cannot read property location of undefined. The mode history has been replaced with a more flexible one named history. Okay, let's try that one then. Story. Cool. Right, now that's loading. So then we can add in here is the view router outlet. So let's move this into messages. And then in here we can put the view router output. No match found for slash. What did I set that as? Oh. Failed to resolve component view router. Okay. So then we need to presumably import that as a component?
I guess.
Where does sit in the app? So this one needs to move into pretty much that whole script tag. Into, or is it messages? That'll be in there. And then in here we'll have another script tag. And how do you import this thing? Okay. How do you import this thing? V3 composition, import component. Ooh. This is fun. How do I add the view router to this thing? I thought it would be a global component based on it being applied to the app. That does not seem to be the case. So let's go back to these RFCs. Props, composition. Router link. None of them. Is it view router or router view? Oh, it's my fault. Totally misspelled that. Router view. Probably why it doesn't work. Okay, now that works.
All right. I was just going through the documentation trying to figure out what was wrong there.
Yeah, it's just a simple case of me not reading. So we can go to login, and we get login, and we go to this one, and we get the messages. We're not getting any messages because we're not logged in. So we should add in here.
So if I work on the login page, will your window move to that thing, or will it just open there?
Yeah, you can do
Okay.
that. I'm going to add these I'm going to configure sockets in here, and then we're going to authenticate. And then if we're not authenticated, we will direct the user to the login page. So that's fairly straightforward. Just double check what the... Okay. I'm going to need to install Feathers Authentication. So npm I, Feathers Auth client. We shall import auth from Feathers Authentication client, store it under there, and then we can can't spell, re-authenticate promise. Successful authentication. And then if this fails, then we want to redirect to the login page. App is not defined. Yep.
I'm not sure. Do you still need the script set up on the login page as well? I'm literally just copying the things.
So in this main, like the sort of the entry component, what we'll do, we'll run this re-authenticate, and what that'll do is it will check for the JWT and local storage. If it exists, it'll authenticate the client, and then they'll be able to fetch messages, and then if that's not true, then they'll be redirected to the login page. So once you log in and you'll get a JWT, it'll get stored in local storage, and then it will persist for however long the JWT exists for, or is valid for. I think the default is a day. So if you refreshed, it would just sort of pull the JWT out of local storage, validate that it's still within its expiration, and then you'll be good to go. But we should probably want to create a Feathers client so that we can share it. So I'm going to do that. And then export client default. And then in here we can import client from Feathers client, and then inside messages we can do the same. Import client from Feathers client. So that should share the same. And then how do you do a redirect? Pragmatic navigation. So we're going to have to import. Where does router come from? Is that another global thing?
All right. I apologize if I'm breaking stuff.
Oh yeah, I see it. That's fine. I'm trying to work out how I get to router.
Templates. This requires exactly one element.
That does not work. Okay, interesting. Now, inside of the view instance, you have access to the router instance as $router. Oh, okay. Maybe I don't need this then. Does that work?
Oh, yeah.
Cannot read property of undefined. Okay.
I was putting the script inside the template and tried to figure out why it wasn't working.
That
explains why.
That might work.
I just want to see if I'm going to get my password or something.
What?
Nope.
Okay.
Cannot set property render of.
I'm assuming the stream's completely not working still. Yeah. It's completely nothing.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It says live 43 minutes, but luckily we're recording, I guess. Right, how do I get access of the router inside of my template? V3 composition router. Using the router within the composition API. Oh, maybe just. Let's try that. Maybe just import the router. I don't know. Import router from router. What does that give me? Oh, export default was not found in. Are you breaking stuff?
I mean, I broke something. I'm trying to figure out why.
What? Okay, so let's have a look. What?
I'm just getting a cannot set property render of undefined. So I think I just messed up some name or
If
something.
we add setup to your script tag, right, there we go. That's fixed it.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I thought that was the thing that's.
So adding setup, I think, like sort of flags to like the view compiler thing that treat this script tag as like the composition API.
Okay.
Because without it, you would have like the default way to do view would just be like one big export default, and then all of the state data methods and computed are on that. Whereas with the composition API, they're sort of only the stuff that's exported is available in the in the template.
All right, that makes sense. And yeah, I can get my password and my username back. So then I guess in login, we will have to deal with something there, probably calling that route that you're creating, right?
Yeah, so I guess let's now that I've got this, I can do router dot go replace. I don't know which one. Yeah, excellent router push, and it navigates without. I know, so I want push, and then login. If I refresh now. Oh yeah, cool. So if I go back to the root, it takes me to login. Cool. So that
Yeah, cool.
can I? Yeah, I should share it because no one can see. So if I go to the root, it's going to try and load the messages, and then the authentication fails, so it's going to take us to login, and then this is where we can enter these. How do you? I should probably disable my one password. Can you do that? I guess if I lock it, that'll help. So login. So we want to, yeah. So you've got this working. Cool.
So yeah, I feel useful already.
So let's walk through the next. So what we need to do is, if you can see, if you go back to the app or messages.view or app.view, I guess it doesn't matter. There's an import for client, which imports the Feathers client. If you bring that in, or go to the messages one's a good one because then we create a message service. So we'll need to create an auth service. So if you're
like me get that one, and wrong button.
That's fine. And then like in messages.view, we've got that const message service is client.service.messages. We'll need one, but it'll be like auth service, and client.service will be authentication.
So it'll be auth service?
Yeah, I mean,
or authentication.
The names.
It doesn't matter, yeah?
Yeah, the names are relevant.
Yeah. And then here is authentication.
Yes.
Cool.
And then inside your login function, we'll probably make that async just because I like it.
Fair enough.
So it'll be this just here, just before the parentheses. That's all right.
Yeah.
And then, so we will call, we'll probably wrap it in a try catch, I guess, just to be on the safe side. Oh no, we're totally doing this wrong.
Yeah.
We're doing, we're doing login, not register. So yeah, carry on.
All right.
We'll need a register as well, otherwise we won't have a user. But I can manually do that in Postman. So in there we'll await auth service dot create. I've got to double check this now. I'm not even sure. Okay. No, I'm gonna correct myself. Okay, so we're going to call authenticate
Oh, all right.
on the actual instance of Feathers, and then inside here, I'll send you a link to the what I'm double checking myself. The chat. So there's like a username, or is it email? I'm not sure which one it is. Email.
I
Email
just
and
use
password.
email. All right.
Yeah.
Let me
I guess it
change
doesn't.
that
It can
then.
be user. It doesn't. As long as what we pass into authenticate is the same, it doesn't. It's
Okay.
correct. Like what we call it ourselves is. I mean, it'll probably trip us up later on, but it's not too much of an issue. So yeah, so we'll want strategy to be local, and then the email will be your state.user, and then password will be state.password. And then we should see in here, if we log this out, we'll hopefully see, like this should run. Let me move my screen over.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
I guess you can't see my screen, but if I put user test, do a login, yeah, we'll get an invalid login.
I got no access token found in storage, so that works.
Yeah, cool. So then we'll need a register page, and then to create a user. But what I'll do is I'm gonna hit Postman. I'm gonna.
Shall we do something crazy as well?
What's that?
To hash the password.
Oh, does it automatically?
It doesn't. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I thought you had to hash the one that you're passing to the thing, but if it does automatically, that's pretty good.
So the backend,
Cool.
like, will do all of that for you. So I'm gonna post it to users. I'm gonna create a email. It's just gonna be my name because I'm not even gonna validate that. And then password. Oh, be 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So Matt, and then the password is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that was successful, but we didn't see anything. And then if I go back to the root, then I should send all of the messages. Successful authentication. So what we should do after here is if we import the router from up one, and then we'll do a router.push, and then we'll take them back to that page. Cool. So what I get, like, we'll need a navigation, and then probably don't need to do anything for this. Yeah, we'll need nav, and we should probably create some like router guards, prevent people from navigating to pages that they don't have authentication to. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Probably do some styling. So that should
Yeah,
be
but you know,
last.
styling is always the last thing.
Yeah. Function over form.
Make it ugly, then make it working, and then make it pretty.
Yeah, probably like ordered these. They should probably come out ordered at the minute they're all over the place. Yeah, maybe that's next time. I'll create a little nav, and groups would be cool, like sort of. Yeah.
I'm just creating the register page.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because why not?
Yeah. I guess we should probably link to that from the login page and have a, not registered, create an account, or whatever the phrases are nowadays.
I know. Uh, d- and I'm going to do something. You'll be amazed how quick I'm going to do this. That would be if I was actually in the right place. Beautiful.
Oh, what happened to the login page? What happened to it? Oh, there we go. I want to save that.
Yeah, I pressed the wrong button.
So in this one,
It's because my microphone is in a weird position, so I'm typing crooked. You know, that's why I keep missing keys.
So I'm gonna update this one. So I'm gonna say like register. That's gonna be async, and then we'll register, and then it's gonna be fairly similar to the other one. Await user service. We're gonna create a user, and that's gonna have an email of state.user and a password of state.password, and then once that happens, we should log the user in. I don't think they get logged in automatically, so we can just do a await client.authenticate strategy local email state.user password. So we'll register and then log in at the same time. And then we should probably do some error handling, but we're not for now. I'll come back to that. And then once they've authenticated, we can also import the router and navigate them to the. So
in Vue, if you want to handle that case where you try to register and there's an issue, would you put that in state as well, or would you do something different?
It'd be good to have a state machine here. But yeah, I mean, you'd have some kind of context or state to present to the user.
Can you do it here, like on the this bit here?
Yeah, you'd have like error or something, and then up in the form,
So that's exactly the same as React. Cool.
Yeah, we'll do that next. So let's add a little under here. Let's add a little p tag. No account register here, and then here should be a link. Does register work? Yeah, cool. Oh, it does help if you spell login correctly. So how do we do links? Right. Router link. Okay. Router link, and then here. Is it 2? Register. Register here. Cool. And then if I go John 1 2 3 4 register. Okay, and then I'm logged in. And then if we go to application, should see local storage, a token.
That's because I can't access the socket, I can't register. but that's expected.
Wow, that's a shame. Go away. Cool. And then we should remove the name and assign it ourselves. That'll be the next thing. Is like, don't send it in here. So we'll have another hook and messages. We should be able to grab the user's name from the context and add it in. Let's do that. We'll just create another one. Context. And then I'm going to have to log this out because I'm not 100%, I haven't done this in a while. Context.params.user.
It might be email, no?
So user should be the object, and I think on the user it might, it will be email. So let's just test. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and the password comes out. Cool. Thought. Make sure the password field is never sent to the client. Okay. And then we can just do. What did we named it like name or something, didn't we? So context dot data dot name equals context,
I think so.
params user dot email. So add the user's name to the message, and then in our messages we can just get rid of that name field.
Yeah, because you need to be logged in, right? So
yeah. So then if we it's refreshed. So I'm going to clear all the messages. And delete them all. So now we still apparently have some. Let's restart. Okay, have none. So new message. John, but no message. Well, that wasn't quite what I was expecting. Create message is, we sent an empty create message. How did I manage that? Oh, damn it, message. Okay.
oh yeah, it was inverted, right?
Yeah. Hello. What now? Hi. Is it not message? State.message. Message. We're still not sending a message. Okay, we are sending a message. Oh. I don't need to return. Don't think. Is that the problem? Oh. Nope. Message, hello, name. Oh, so we are getting. These are all the messages that are coming back. Hi, hello. Some of the first ones that's dud, but we're not outputting it. Why is that? Message. Oh, it's not name, is it?
I think, is it on the messages or?
Yeah, we named it body. Why have I got message here then? Body. Totally my fault.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Test. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So it prepends the name of the user, and then if I log out and then log in as someone else. Another user. Boom. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think maybe we should wrap it up and leave it there, and we can come back to making some improvements next time. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we decided to make the authentication bit, so that's working. So
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, I'll create a GitHub and make it public and share it, and you can play
I'll
around
play
with it.
around with it today.
Run it locally and whatnot. Yeah, cool. It's a shame this live streaming stuff is not working. It says
yeah, I think it might have been because it's recording and live streaming.
Yeah.
So you could try to just do just a test stream or something, just to see how it goes, and then just delete the stream.
Yeah.
Without recording. See if you have any issues there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's probably just CPU bottlenecking. That's all.